decision is a result of the internal and external pressures placed upon me since December the 12th, 2012. The Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office, being the 8th largest sheriff's office in the state, deserves dedicated and focused attention which I have not been able to give. In solace, I can proudly say that I will be leaving the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office in better shape as compared to when I took command in January 2005. Now, that being the corrected letter, if any of you are going to be wanting the corrected letter, we're going to have copies of it here. Maybe I may want to take this. If anybody's interested, Mr. Longoria will have them. Okay. The County Commissioner's Court. I'm going to go into a little bit of procedure as required by the Texas Election Code and the local government code as to what to do, what we can do in situations like this. The County Commissioner's Court will be meeting on Wednesday, April the 2nd, to formally accept the resignation and declare a vacancy in the office of Hidalgo County Sheriff. We have posted a meeting for Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. and this is going to be one of the agenda items. Now, once the vacancy has been declared, we now have to get to the issue of trying to fill that vacancy. And here's where you're going to have to bear with us. And as we try to maneuver and explain and try to meet all of the requirements that are imposed upon us by the local government code and by the Texas Election Code. On Wednesday, April the 2nd, 2014, we will be appointing an interim sheriff by majority vote of the County Commissioner's Court. That individual will serve as our county sheriff from April the 2nd, which is on that date, on Wednesday, until the date in November 2014, when the general election votes are canvassed. See, I thought I had that date here. Well, the primary is November the 4th, but I do not have the date until canvass. But that whoever we appoint will serve until the votes have been canvassed and someone is declared to be the winner. The person elected in November shall be the winner of the general election. He will be serving the unexpired term, which terminates on December 31st of 2016 of the office of County Sheriff of Hidalgo County. The issue then becomes, who will the community be able to vote for? Who are the persons that will be on the ballot in the general election come November? Again, we look to the Texas Election Code and it provides us with a procedure that needs to be followed. The party's executive committee, both the Democratic Party Executive Committee and the Republican Party Executive Committee will be meeting, and the county chairs, the executive committees are comprised of all of the precinct chairs that are elected by county residents, Democrats or Republicans, depending on which party we're talking about. And they will be meeting in accordance with their party rules. And they will meet, and by majority vote, they will be selecting their respective nominees, so that in effect, come November general election, we're going to have one Democrat running and one Republican running. And of course, you know, if somebody else wants to follow it any other aspect of the election code, they'll be able to do so. That being independents or write-ins or things of that nature. These meetings where the selections are to be made are to take place after the date the runoff elections, the primary runoff elections are canvassed, and before the 74th day before the general election. This means, in effect, that the parties will meet any time between June, and I want to say June the 6th, the day after the canvassing of the runoff elections, Sheriff's Department present organizational structure does not provide for a second in command. We don't have anybody that can just step in and take over the operations of the office. The way the office works, it's been divided into 4 departments, and each department has a supervisor. He has his rank, and each of their ranks are those of commander. We have the first department is related to law enforcement. The second department is the jail. The third department is the substation and academy. And the fourth department relates to financial services. Now, what I wanted to do was introduce to you here today the individuals that are the supervisors of these departments. These individuals are going to be the ones that will be involved in supervising their departments, will be the ones that will be, in effect, the decision makers on whatever issues come up between now and the time we appoint the interim sheriff on Wednesday. And I wanted to introduce, first of all, Commander John Montemayor. Commander, please step forward. And Commander Daniel Garcia. Commander Garcia will be in charge of the operations of the jail. Commander Gerardo Lopez, in charge of the operations of the substation and the academy. And Commander Gabriel Castañeda, who will be the supervisor over financial services that may come up during this short period of time. Now we're hoping that you'll be